friends, it's Terri Gaines. In this video tutorial, I'm going to share a Triple Z fun fold card created with the Simply Zinnia dies and the Flowering Zinnias 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. This paper is absolutely beautiful. You get 2 each of the 6 double-sided designs. They are 12 by 12 in size, and I'm going to be using several of the prints in this packet. I'm going to be using the coordinating cardstock that is the Melon Mambo in color. And for the dies, I'm going to be using these 2 dies, also cut out of that same cardstock. I have this image and this image cut out. This is pumpkin pie and this is lemon lolly. And then this one leaf out of the lemon lime twist, all coordinating colors in that Designer Series paper. Now I do want to let you know, I like working with these pieces with the adhesive sheet. Adhesive sheet is sold in our annual catalog, and it is 12 by 12 in size. I'm sorry, 6 by 12 in size. You get 12 different sheets in here, and I'm just going to quickly show you how that works. So I pulled out one of these sheets, and what I like to do is cut them the same size as my cardstock I'm going to work with. So I have a piece of the pumpkin pie cardstock cut at 2 inches by 6, and that's what I cut this adhesive sheet to be. Now the remaining, I'm going to just place right back in the package, and then I can use that for the next time I want to use that. So what I like to do is grab my Simply Scoring tool, and I'm just going to place it right on top of all of this. I like to use the corner for alignment. Now with your adhesive sheet, once you cut it to size, you're going to find that you're going to have sections that will peel off. So this is the backing, that's the adhesive side. They're in 2-inch sections across that 12-inch length. I just pull one of them off. Then adhesive is right here. Then I put this in the corner, that adhesive up, hold on to that. Then I take my cardstock, put that in the corner, get that all aligned, and let it fall onto that adhesive. Then I will peel the rest of this backing off. And these 2 sections are coming off at the same time. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And now I have that backing on here. Now what you do is you put this on the platform for your die cutting machine. Take your die, have the cardstock side up, place that down, put your plates on, run that through, and then you are going to have adhesive sheet behind that small piece. So I have that already done for both of these images, and that works out really well. So those are our decorative images. So I'm going to set that aside. And I'm also going to talk about a little banner that I have for a decorative image in these 2 circles. They are from the Stylish Shape dies. You get circles and squares and banners. So I cut a basic white banner. I cut the largest circle in the Melon Mambo, and then I cut the next one in the basic white. So I've got those 2 adhered already, and I stamped this banner with a sentiment that I used, a sentiment in the Attention Shopper. I wanted this to be a happy birthday card, and I stamped that, and I have it a little bit, I have it off to the right. So these are all the decorative images for the card. Those are all set. Now let's talk about the card base. So what I have created, and you can find this on my blog. If you found me via YouTube, there'll be a direct link to my blog post where I'll have a PDF that you can download that will have this graphics. It's going to also have the supplies I used and photo of my finished card. So what I did here to help with this is we're going to talk about the card base. The card base is 11 by 4 1/4. I have that cut already, and it is scored at 2 locations. I'm going to bring my Simply Scoring tool in and score that. So this graphics is to be a helpful guide for cutting your measurements along with the assembly. So I'm going to place this in the corner of my Simply Scoring tool. You could also use your paper trimmer with the scoring blade, and it is scored at 2 3/4. So I'm going to use this largest end of the stylus, hold my cardstock in the corner, 2 3/4, and at 5 1/2. And this is the 11 by 4 1/4 piece. I'm calling that the card base. Then The middle cardstock layer is 11 by 2 7/8. It is scored at 4 1/8 and at 6 7/8. Now I picked those measurements because now it doesn't matter how you rotate this. This panel and this panel are the same, so you don't have to worry about your assembly of that. Now this front cardstock layer, this is the one that's on the top or the front of it. This is 11 by 1 1/2, and it is scored at 5 1/2 and at 8 1/4. So we have those scored, and I'm going to get the Simply Scoring tool out of the way. Now what I would suggest that you do is fold these. So first what I'd suggest you to do is place all 3 of these just like I have on this graphics. So we have this top one, the shorter panel is on the left, the bigger panel's on the right. As I mentioned, this one doesn't matter how you rotate it, it's going to be the same on both ends. And this one, we have the longer panel on the left and the shorter panels on the right. So I'm going to have you set them like here. And then I'm going to have you, and I'm referring as if you are going to be making this card. I have my blog my blog is called Create with Terri Gaines because I want you to create these cards with me. The beauty of the video, you can pause it, you can rewind it, and rewatch it as many times as you would like. So what I have here is I have a M for mountain and a V for valley. That's the same on all 3 of these. So we're going to take this. That first fold is going to be a mountain, and the next one's going to be a valley. So mountain, valley, and then we're going to do this and be mountain, valley, and then mountain, valley. So those are all folded like that. And I'm going to crease them in a moment with my bone folder, but I just want those folded like that. Now we're going to talk about these layers. I told you that this has several layers of designer series paper. And for this card, on this right panel, we have a layer that's 5 1/4 by 4. So I have that cut already, and I chose this pattern. And I'm actually going to have this on the top. So I'm going to set this down here. So the gray area on the graphics is representing that, and it's called out right here also. This is the 5 1/4 by 4, the card base layers. Right here we have another gray area, and that says it's 2 1/2 by 1 1/2. And I've got that one cut already. And so I've got this cut, and I'm going to choose to have this pattern. So the graphics is to help you see where these layers are adhered. And then we have the middle one. We have a panel that, I'll start over here. We have a 3 7/8 by 1 1/2. And that is going to be this same pattern. And that's how I've chosen to do that. So I'm going to flip this one and have it on that side. This is a great card to create when you have lots of different scrap pieces of designer series paper that all coordinate well together. So this one is 3 7/8 by 1 1/2, as I mentioned. This one here is 3 7/8 by 2 5/8. And I'm going to have this pattern again on this side. And now I'm going to decide, I think I'll turn it this direction. And for the bottom one, we have a layer that's 5 1/4 by 1 1/2, or 1 1/4. That goes on this side. And then we have on this side a 2 1/2 by 1 1/4 basic white. So this is how we have this. So I'm going to suggest that we adhere all of these together. So as I mentioned, with the video, you can pause and rewind. And this is going to take me just a little bit to do this. And this is where you can fast forward if you already have yours done or want to see the next steps of this assembly. So these are layered. So they are equal spacing on all sides, up to that, even to the equal to the score line. And I'm just using my favorite adhesive, which is the Stampin' Seal. And I'm gonna just put my adhesive on all of those layers. And I usually go opposite corners. And when I go opposite corners, I can look at all four sides. I can look at the corner, each side, then look at the other ends of pieces and get equal spacing. Now when we get to this side, now I created the graphic so it is helpful. So if you look at the top and the left side, the top, left side into that score line, it's all equal, but there's no designer series paper going down in that direction. So here we're going to look at like that. And the reason is we're going to be covering that up with a panel, and you're just wasting your paper if you put your adhesive there or you put your designer series paper there. So we're going to, this is going to be created in this fashion, so we're not wasting our paper. So equal spacing on the three sides and let the bottom fall into place. And one more piece to put on. So we'll put adhesive on the back of this, and then you will have all of these adhered. So I also put some more information on the graphics to help with the assembly of this. So what we're going to basically do is adhere this layer on top of that one and this one on top of that one, and then we're going to have our Z fold. But I have some tips on how to do all of this. So we're going to start by adhering these two together, and right here I have adhesive shown. And what's really nice about that is it's showing you that right underneath that designer series paper is where you're going to put your adhesive, and up to the score line. Now I've shown it three directions that way. You could put it down all the way across in all four corners. It's just representing where that adhesive is going to go. Now I also have a tip for you on how to get this all to align well. I'm going to bring my Simply Scoring tool back in, and I have my adhesive right here. Hopefully you can see that on the camera, just where the graphics is. I'm going to put this in the corner. I got it up against that wall, up against this wall. I'm going to hold on to it. Then I'm going to take this piece. Now be sure you have this side, not that side. It's the side with the mountain and the side with just the partial designer series paper. I'm going to put this up against that wall. Do not touch the adhesive until you hit the wall over on the left, and then let that come down. And that is going to get your equal alignment or your even alignment. I'm going to bring this out so it's even here. So now what I can do is just hold this upside down like that, put my adhesive on this panel, and then just let this all close. And now that has worked out perfect. You know what? I mentioned that I was going to crease these with the bone folder. I guess I can do this now too, right? I didn't do that ahead of time. So now that's a great way to get that alignment. We have to be careful. You don't want any adhesive on the back of this panel. So by putting it right here instead of on the back of this panel, it's going to be perfect for you. So now we're going to adhere the next layer. So I'm going to put my adhesive. We're looking at this layer right here. I'm going to put my adhesive here and here, and I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal to do that. I'm going to put a little bit of down, across, and over, so you can see where that adhesive is. I'm going to again put this in the corner and hold it in place. If you let go of it, it's not going to stay, so hold it in place. Put this longer panel and put that in the corner, put it up against the wall there, let that fall into place. I'm done with that. So now I have even here, and now to adhere the other end, I'm going to fold this over. Whoops, it slipped out of my hand. I didn't get the adhesive. There we go. And then I can just put this down And now I have that. And now we have our Triple Z Fun Fold card. So that was so fun to make. And this is where I mentioned you can use different designer series papers that all coordinate together. So how I'm going to decorate this is to take this circle. Now what I'm going to do is attach it here with dimensionals. Now if you put an item that goes over like this, you need to make sure you're not putting any adhesive that gets exposed. I'm going to have mine go over here, so it's going to all be attached to this panel. Nothing's going to hang over. So what I can do is take my dimensionals and just place them right on the back of this. It's a fairly large piece, so I'm going to go with 5. I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool, get the backings off. And then, as I mentioned, because I'm keeping right on that panel, I can just place this down right like that. Now I'm going to adhere these together. So I'm going to first start by putting the 2 flowers together, and I'm going to use mini glue dots. So you have a flower with a larger center base and a smaller. I'm going to take the smaller one and just put that with the mini glue dot. And then I'm going to take that off. Now I've got a mini glue dot back there. I'm going to, let's see, how am I going to align this? I think we'll go with this route. Here we go. Rotate that. I've got that. Now what I'm going to do is take this piece. This is the one that has the adhesive sheet on it. Take that backing off. Now that's got adhesive right on there. I love that. Whoops, throwing things around here. Place that down. And then this little star die, I also have the adhesive sheet behind that lemon lolly paper. Get the stars. So we have that. Now I'm going to take a couple mini glue dots again and attach just a couple mini glue dots behind that flower. Place the flower right in the center. Now I'm going to take my banner and I'm going to put adhesive just behind the section that I don't have any stamps, like where I left this blank, because I'm going to tuck that underneath here. And then I'm going to put that in as far as right there. Still see the happy birthday. Now that's not too secure. So what I'm going to do is take a dimensional. I'm going to take the backing off both sides of it and then see if I can get this on my Take Your Pick tool. There we go. And then I'm going to place it behind that banner and then just adhere that right like so. And the last piece I'm going to use to decorate this is this flower, or the leaf. I put some adhesive back here and I'm going to just tuck that like so. And that is my Triple Z Fun Fold card decorated with the Simply Zinnia dies. And this is where you can sign your card. I hope you enjoyed this fun fold. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. If you want to get to the PDF, as I mentioned, it is on my blog. You can download that. It is a free PDF. For my free PDFs, I would love to have you watch my videos, to share my videos, to like and follow me. So I appreciate everybody who does. Take care and happy creating.